This is our mic check. If you can hear us and see us, go ahead and give us a thumbs up so that we'll know everything is working properly. Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us today on the Dade County Weekly Update. We have Alex Case and Commissioner Ted Rumley, County Executive Ted Rumley, today to talk to us about what's happening in the county and do our weekly COVID update. Remember, you can type in questions in the comment section during the live update. If you don't want to ask your questions during the live broadcast, you can always email those questions to info@dadecounty-ga.gov, and we will email you back with an answer. Thanks for coming to the right place for the right information. If you know somebody who would be interested in hearing from our guest today, go ahead and invite them to watch this live broadcast or start a watch party so you can hold your own discussion. Remember that you can also watch this later on Facebook or YouTube, and sharing the links to our videos is super easy. Also remember that anything that's mentioned in the broadcast, we will have accompanying links in the comment section, so you can just copy those and paste those into your browser. I also wanted to remind you that there will be a benefit slow pitch softball tournament for Jordan West this Saturday, September the 12th. Jordan is a local boy who is battling cancer and is currently receiving treatment. This benefit is to help with costs associated with his treatment and the travel necessary for him to receive that treatment. If you are interested in making a donation or participating in the softball tournament to benefit this young man, please contact Austin Henniger at 423-645-6882 or Tim Fowler at 423-598-1912, and that benefit softball tournament will be held at the Dade County Sports Complex this Saturday.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Alex Case. I'm the Director of Dade County Emergency Services and also the Mayor here for the City of Trenton. I appreciate your time tuning in with us today and some information that we give. Again, the City of Trenton will be hosting their regular scheduled monthly meeting Monday, 6 p.m. We'll be having our public hearing on our third public hearing about the millage rate and the 2021 budget, to pass the 2021 budget at the regular meeting, and we are extending to keep our millage rate at 4.50 mills, which is, we're taking the growth for about $6,800 increase in property taxes. Again, I remind you, if you don't have any growth or you have done any changing to your property, it will stay the same. If there's been any improvements or any sales in your area, they will. If it goes up, there will be a little bit of an increase. So we're doing that to make sure that we cover the costs. We do have some costs that has went up within the city budget, and we will be looking at that each year to hopefully either keep it down or keep it where it is. Again, we're going to go over several things between county and city. That is the only thing we have. Please come and join us at 6 p.m. if you'd like to be there. I'd like to re-mention the dislocated worker grants that's working through our Northwest Georgia Regional Commission. That is an association that the City of Trenton and Dade County is a member of. Our county executive, Ted Rumley, is a chair of that group, and I'm also a voting member at each city and county is a member of that. We also have a workforce chief elected officials meeting that we had a meeting today, and a lot of the things that the money is set aside for the groups helps with our dislocated workers and also assistance with youth that is either lost. And I think today from our dislocated workers, we got about 70 folks within the City of Trenton and Dade County that's working somewhere that's got dislocated or being helped through some support of this system through our schools or either our technical colleges and or private groups that help these folks with either getting some type of retraining to another category or assisting with the work themselves. But currently we do have a grant that Regional Commission was approved for through the COVID funding, CARES funding, for maybe eligible for jobs here in the county. If you would, you can come to the county administration office We do have or give us a call at 706-657-4625. Paula Stallings is heading that grant up for the Regional Commission here at our office. There's some information you can fill out, and she has some different job descriptions, and see if it's something you're interested in, and we could be there to help do that if you'd like to. Also, this past weekend there was 2 events here within the county. First thing was South Dade Volunteer Fire and Rescue. They had their annual barbecue. We ordered some plates here at 911. We had to work that day, or I did, with the groups. They had chicken and barbecue, and that's an annual fundraiser they done to help their volunteer services. And as we all know, our volunteer fire departments are great assets to all of our communities, and each one has their own. And those men and women in those positions, if you see them, tell them thank you, and thank you for supporting them, that group, this weekend. And also, our Dade County 4-H had the State of Dade Lamb and Goat Classic. There was a great turnout for both of these events, and I believe Miss Sarah Dyer reported there was about 165 animals that showed up. And we went over there Friday to help take her and her group some supplies for social distancing, sanitation supplies, extra masks, things that she needed if people were asking for them. And it was a really nice way they had the event out. And I believe Carey went over there both days, and it was a big event, a lot of folks. And so you think of 165 animals, you could almost average 2.5 to 3 people per animal that showed up to this event or more. So a lot of people spent some time here in the county and city, and we're glad that went out real well with them. Yesterday, we also alliance with Dade, which is also running the Regional Visitor Information Center, and the Chamber of Commerce had a meeting in this room right here, a breakfast luncheon to introduce themselves, and done an official ribbon cutting at their facilities, which is on the courthouse square next to Robin Rogers' office and beside Thatcher's in that building. That's where our RVIC Center is located, in the Chamber, and the alliance with Dade. You're going to start seeing a lot more from them, and that group is working hard for businesses, current businesses, new businesses, and events for the community. And it was a real good thing to allow me and Ted to be there for that ribbon cutting and be there as a group. And these folks are fired up. We appreciate what they do, and that's what it takes. So I think they're having about 6 to 9 meetings here in the next 3 weeks. Some will be here in the Administration Commission meeting room, and I think Trenton United Methodist is holding the rest of them. They're bringing like-kind businesses together to think about some things that they like to hear, and if there's things that come back, that's something that the county and city can do to help them, or improvements. That's what we're here to do, to work together. And it was a nice ribbon cutting. We appreciate everybody. You can stop by and see it. It's really nice. They got some local art folks that they got displayed different times. They have all types of pamphlets and things to do within the tri-state area. Visit their website, chamberofcommerce.com, and I think dadealliance.com, and they've got some great links of things throughout the county here. As you know, our November presidential election is coming up this November, and there's an absentee portal for the election is now live. And a link to this portal can be found on the Dade County website at dadecounty-ga.gov. That link is also on there, but it's ballotrequest.sos.ga.gov. But please just go to our website and look for that link if you'd like to request your ballot. And I'm sure the directions of that to actually be able to vote online. We'll have the dates soon, and it'll be posted for when early election starts here in this room for prior to that, and then we'll be within the districts for the November election. All right, you're going to turn it the right way. My apologies, Miss Carey. It's census time. This morning, I done the radio show with Evan. Commissioner Rumley had a event he had to be to, and this morning we were 52.6%. Today, right now, some updated numbers were 53%. So we grew a few tenths from this morning till tonight, or this evening. So we appreciate that. Please keep up with this. I know y'all are, we say it every Thursday. You see it every event. You see it in the background of us here, how important this is to us. This is the last month to do this. They shorten it back up to the end of this month. Tell your friends, your family, your neighbors, your church family, bring it up in a conversation. 10 questions, 3 minutes, and you're done. or you can go to the my2020census.gov, or you can call this 844-330-2020. This is very important for benefits for us for either types of disasters or also any improvements for individual assistance. If we were to help that also determines how much is presented to the districts on that. So please take time to fill your census out. The Georgia Department of Driver Services, our driver's license division, will be here this coming Monday, and you really need to make an appointment. They're trying to schedule these appointments out. Now, you can show up down here, get your name on the list if you're willing to wait in the areas that they have waiting rooms inside the Justice Building. You can, or the best way to do that is call 1-678-413-8400. Or you can go to our county website, dadecounty-ga.gov, and use the schedule your appointment link off that site. They're really encouraging this. It makes it go through faster, and it gives you plenty of time to be there and have the social distancing that they're doing inside the building. Again, it's located here at 75 Case Avenue, just beside the administration building, which is in the Justice Building, or a lot of people refer to it as a sheriff's office. And we call it kind of the southwest wing of the building where it's located. All right, COVID testing. Usually we reported last week, and I think also at the county commission meeting, they have moved to 1 day a week here at the Dade County Administration Building, downstairs at the Health Department. It'll be every Wednesday, and they are here from 9:30 from 9:30 to 12:30. Then they go back to go all the way to 4:30. I think they go from 9 o'clock to noon. Then back from 12:30 to 4:30. They take about 30-40 minutes for lunch, and then they're back in the afternoon. It is a drive-up, self-initiated type test. We were also on a public health meeting that Executive Rumley and myself sat on for our local Dade County board. It's a self-initiated test. It's a different testing company, and within 24 to 48 hours, these test results are coming back, and they have a place for you to log into to do that as well. And I think the local office is also calling as well. Again, if you live in Catoosa County, they're there on Mondays and Tuesdays. Dade County on Wednesdays. Walker County is on Thursdays and Fridays. So again, this is a drive up. I want to say this past week, I want to say there was 52. I believe they told us yesterday there was 52 folks that come through this Wednesday.
That was by noon.
That was by noon, Ted says. Yep. Yeah. So that's all I have. There's other things to report that Executive Rumley is going to give you, and please take some time. Remember your census. And again, if there's anything that we can do, TrentonGA.gov is our website, and all of our numbers are there. My number is 423-718-2111. Also, Trenton City Hall is 706-657-4167 for anything from Public Works, Code Enforcement, Police Department, and/or Sewer Department. Give that number a call, and it'll direct you, even if it's got some automated services in it. It goes straight to those departments and directors. So, again, thank you for watching. Executive Rumley will be here with the other information.
Thank you, Alex. That's a good job. I do want to add to his, as far as the COVID testing, and before I do my report, yesterday we were added to a statewide, I guess you would call it a survey. It's actually something at the Department of Health. They go through and they evaluate different counties, different areas that might be possibly future hotspots for this COVID-19. And I'm sure that, well, we read they've got a lot that they put into it to actually decide this, but we are listed as of yesterday on a map that we were sent from the Department of Public Health as being a possible future hotspot. This means there is a possibility of a increase in our cases in the county. And one of the things they're going by is, in 14 days, we look back a couple of weeks ago, and we had about 42, I believe it was, cases in 14 days. And going into my report, well, the last 2 weeks, in the past 14 days, we've had 38 cases positive in the county. So they look at that, and so we're one of several counties though in the state that they are projecting to increase. Now we have increased on the automobiles, on the actual testing, as Alex said there a minute ago. This yesterday by 12 o'clock they'd already had 52 people test, and I'm not sure what the end date was, but and all the other counties are the same way. People are really kind of getting on board, and they're coming in to be tested in different counties. So the more testing you got, the more positive that you're going to have. But today in Dade County, though, we're at 225. We went from 208 to 225. We've had 4 deaths, and we've had 14 hospitalizations out of Dade County. Right now, from what I understand now, we're probably, as far as active cases right now, we're probably around in the 20s, in the low 20s. Walker County, they went from 1,069 to 1,179. They had 234 cases, positive cases, in the last 2 weeks, compared to our 38. So that's, of course, it's a lot larger county, more population, but that's still a lot of positive there. Catoosa County, they went from 885 to 967, and in 14-day period, the last 14 days, they've had 143 positive. Now, Dade, Walker, and Catoosa, that's always been kind of a, call it what you want, but that's our tri-state area right there. And that's not even getting into Hamilton County. So, these cases are going up. The positive, anyway, are going up. Chattooga County, it went from 593 to 649. They had 152 in the last 2 weeks test positive. Whitfield County, they went from, they're at 4,177 cases in Whitfield. They were at 4,030 last week. They've went up 289 in the last 14 days. Gordon County went from 1,549 to 1,621. They had 142 in 2 weeks, positive cases. Ford County, they went from 2,343 to 2,560. And they had 352 cases, positive cases, in 14-day period in their testing facilities. Right now, there's still 2,400 unknown addresses that's not been linked to counties. That number, it varies and has ever since we started doing these reports. Total in Georgia, we've got 6,128 deaths in Georgia as of today. That was up from last week. That we were at 5,795 statewide. Moving to Tennessee, Hamilton County, they went from 9,417 to 9,878. Right now at this time, they have 674 active cases out of that 9878. It also had 7,889 recoveries out of that 9,878. So they also had 77 deaths. Marion County, they went from 418 to 484. Right now they have 62 active cases with 331 recoveries and 7 deaths. Grundy County, they went from 177 to 188. They have 13 active cases right now. They've had 144 recoveries with three deceased. Sequatchie County, they went from 176 to 205 from last week. They have 15 active cases with 159 recoveries and 2 deaths. Meigs County, they went from 196 to 216. They have 31 active right now cases and 152 recoveries out of the 216 with 3 deaths. Bradley County went from 3,034 to 3,121. They have 155 active cases. They have had 2,435 people recover out of that 3,121 with 16 deaths. Alabama, let's move down to our neighbors here in Jackson County. They went from 1,237 last week to 1,338. They've had 8 deaths, and they've averaged 100. Well, actually had 100 cases in the last 14 days in Jackson County. DeKalb County, They went from 2,026 to 2,128. They've had 16 deaths. They've had 95 cases in the last 14 days test positive. So, I say this every week, but, try to continue wearing your face mask, do your social distancing, especially be careful and keep in your mind, this thing is real and it's out there when you're in groups, whether you're at the ball games or at church, wherever, you're in a crowd. That's our only way, really, that we can really truly fight it. If you have any questions, or if you have any doubts about, any symptoms at all, this, like Alex said a while ago, this testing's free. It don't cost anything. They're here one day a week now, but try to come through. It's real simple. Don't take a lot of time. They don't have to have a lot of information. But we appreciate people tuning. I hope this is helps people what we do here. We just try to keep you updated on what's going on. Carey, she's really good about keeping things upgraded on our website and updated. If you have any questions at all, you can call Alex or myself on our cell phones, or any of our commissioners. My number is 667-8999, area code 423. And don't be bashful. That's what we're here for. We're public servants, and we'll be back next Thursday or before then if we feel the need. Just give us a call and we'll be there for you. Okay, thank you.